Good morning. It's Monday, April 15th, and I just got back from Gateway. We had to head into town, and then I stopped at Superstore as well. Almost everything is from Gateway this time. They didn't have a whole lot of sales at Superstore that interested me. Just some chips, really. I find after a holiday, there's usually a few days that are for the next couple weeks after they have all their lost leaders, they skimp out on the sales. I also picked up a Pro Mix from Walker's, but I use that as my gardening budget. So what I spent today, so I got a 3-pack of the romaine that was $4.97. The 2 heads of broccoli, they were $2.97 each. Mushrooms were $1.97 each. The bananas were $1.58 for that bunch. $1.47 for the carrots, and the grape tomatoes were 77 cents each. They had their chicken drumsticks on for $1.97 a pound, so $4.34 a kilogram. I have 3 packages of those. They're almost $4.19. I think that one's $5, $5.17. And then they had their big 10-pound bags of the lean ground beef. So if you buy it in the 10-pound bag, it's $3.99 a pound, which is a great price for Nova Scotia. They had these frozen hot dogs. I believe this is a 2.5 kilogram package, was $10. And the sandwich meats were $4.97 each for 400 grams. They had these Miracle Whip. We usually get the light Miracle Whip, but for this price, we'll take the extra calories. So 1.77 liters was $4.97. So about half the price as it is on sale in the grocery store. These yogurts were $3.97 each for the 12-pack. And then for treats, I picked up these bulk nibs, were $2.97. And then they had these flavored sunflower seeds, were 97 cents each. So that was everything from Gateway. So my total was $125.64 for a savings of $145.91. And then at Superstore, all I picked up was 3 bags of chips. They were 99 cents each, and then taxes on those. So my total for this week is $129.06. I didn't buy milk this week. We still have milk from last Thursday. So I will probably have to buy it this week, but that'll be on next week's groceries. And then I stopped at Walker's. We get a bag of chicken food. I got my onion sets to put in. I got these yellow onions. Hopefully they have good storage. They had Spanish there as well and red, but I found the Spanish last year succumbed to drowning a little bit too quickly. So I'm gonna try these. I also have seeds started downstairs, and the Pro Mix and chicken food I also bought at Gateway. So a bit of a local tour today. So yeah, this week's groceries are $129.06. So I just picked up that meat that I bought yesterday for the freezer. I ended up putting the hot dogs in smaller bags just because I think that's a lot to commit to at once. So I usually try to put the prices on them. So each of these bags was $2.50. They each have 9 hot dogs in them. So I got 36 good size hot dogs for $10. The 10 pounds of burger I made up into 8 packages. There are 580 grams a piece. I find we use a little more than a pound per recipe. And what I do a lot of times when I do ground beef is I'll mix it halfway with venison. And those packages are a pound. So that gives us 2 meals for a little bit cheaper than if we used all ground beef, because the ground beef comes in at $3.99 a pound, and I think I worked out our price that we pay for bait works out to be about $1.75 per pound for the deer. Chicken, I do not usually break down, but when I put these in the fridge last night, I didn't realize I scraped all up the side, and all 3 packages, the plastic ripped. So I just put them in just some, these have been used and abused Ziploc bags. And I did put the price I just averaged the price. And I think they have 7, 8, is there another one? 9, they've got 9 chicken legs in them as well. So that would be great for us for a meal with enough for leftovers. Sorry, my dirty nails. I just transplanted a whole bunch of raspberry bushes. Okay, I am gonna head to Superstore today. After my kids did not drink milk for like 3 days, they all had cereal this morning and killed my milk. So I will have to go get milk. And while I'm there, I might pick up bread. So I'll add that to this week's grocery bill. All right, so I just got back from Superstore. I just had to run up and pick up my husband from work. So this is what I ended up picking up. I actually saw my mom today, and this is from her, but from Superstore I picked up the milk is $6.89. The block of cheese is $9.99. That's the 700 gram. The bread is $2.49 each. And then I got a can of corn because I'm gonna use our leftovers from tonight and last night and do a shepherd's pie. And I didn't have any corn left in the freezer, so can of corn was $1.79. So my total was $23.65 from Superstore today. And then my mom had stopped by earlier. I've actually already made cookies with these. The price of cocoa in Superstore is $8.49 for 450 grams, I think, or 454 grams. So she went to Costco and they have the 700 gram bags for $8 even. So I got her to pick me up a bag and she dropped that off to me today. I don't know if anyone else does this. Like, I'm 41 years old and I still have my mom buying stuff from the grocery store for me. So that was $8. And then between Gateway and the chips I had bought at Superstore earlier in the week, or yesterday, my total for the week is $160.71. And then I did get 600 points back for the cheese, which is only worth 60 cents. So my net for this week, week 3 of April, is $160.11. Hello again. So today is Wednesday, so it's flyer preview day. I do this every Wednesday. I go through the flyers before they are officially out, and I like to make up my grocery list for the next week. I usually do the stores that are close to me: Superstore, Walmart, Sobeys, and Giant Tiger. Giant Tiger's a little far away, but it's close to where I have some family to visit, so I do check them out as well. If there's a few things, I might make the trip. So I just go through and you can kind of click on things and it'll circle the objects for you and just make you a list. This gives me a jumping off point, and usually I fill in any gaps at Gateway as well. So this is my list for this week. The only thing at Superstore I see are cheese and the no-name frozen fruit. So I have those two things. And then I also looked, there's quite a few things at Giant Tiger that actually did appeal to me. So I circled those. We have some apples, tomatoes, and broccoli. I buy broccoli every week regardless, usually for $2.97. And then what else did they have? Oh, also some toothpaste, toothbrushes, great deal on the canned mushrooms, and the tubs of margarine. I find this helps to give me a head start. If I happen to be in the area, I know exactly what items I'm looking out for. Gateways usually does an online flyer just about after supper time on Wednesdays, so I'll search through them, that as well, and do my list, and I'll probably go grocery shopping next Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like. Have a great afternoon. Bye now.